Hello, so we have been discussing properties of multiplication of rational numbers. Properties of multiplication of rational numbers. Rational numbers. So we will have brief idea again about the multiplicative inverse. So we will be discussing multiplicative inverse a little bit again. So we have discussed earlier as well multiplicative inverse we will be discussing. So for example, we have a rational number a by b. A by is a rational number, that means b not equal to 0. A, it should as well be not equal to 0 for the existence of multiplicative inverse. If so, for non-zero rational number, that is we are not considering 0. 0 is a rational number, but for 0 there does not exist multiplicative inverse. No inverse exists for 0. So non-zero rational number. So only for non-zero rational numbers multiplicative inverse exists. Multiplicative inverse exists. So for non-zero rational numbers only multiplicative inverse exists. If a rational number is 0, for example 0 is a rational number, there is no multiplicative inverse for 0. 0 is the only rational number for which no multiplicative inverse exists. So for non-zero rational number multiplicative inverse exists. So for example, a by b is a non-zero rational number. It is a non-zero rational number. So its multiplicative inverse exists. And how it is denoted? A by b raised to the power minus 1. The whole raised to the power minus 1. So it will be equal to b by a. So numerator becomes denominator. Denominator becomes numerator. So multiplicative inverse is also called reciprocal. It is also called as reciprocal. So we are taking the reciprocal of a number, of a non-zero rational number, and we will get this one. This is called the b by a is a reciprocal of a by b, or we can say b by a is a multiplicative inverse of a by b, and where a by b is a non-zero rational number, that is a by b not equal to 0. It should not be equal to 0. If 0 is there, there is no multiplicative inverse for 0. Multiplicative inverse does not exist for 0. Do always remember this one. So today I will be solving few questions from the exercise first B. First B, fourth question. I am taking 7th one. So we will be finding the multiplicative inverse, that is we will be finding the reciprocal of the given particular number. So for example, in fourth question, 7th part, the given number is 3 1 by 4. So mixed fraction we have converted into improper fraction. So it will be 4 into 3 plus 1. 4 3 is 12 plus 1, 13 upon 4. So this is the number, and we have to find multiplicative inverse of this number, 13 upon 4. So we will write multiplicative inverse. Inverse of 13 upon 4 is or equal to, we can say, is 4 upon 13, or 13 upon 4. Multiplicative inverse of 13 upon 4 equal to 13 upon 4 raised to the power minus 1 equal to 4 upon 13. This is clear. Now next one we discuss. So next I am taking 11th. Minus 13 upon minus 14 into 70 upon minus 39. So minus minus becomes plus, or these two minus we take at plus. Any two minus you cancel. So I am cancelling these two. So it is 13 upon 14 into 70 upon 39, and here I am putting 1 minus. Now we can cancel them. 14 1s are 14, 5s are 13, 1s are 13, 3s are. So we are getting minus 5 upon 3, and we have to find multiplicative inverse of minus 5 upon 3. So multiplicative inverse of minus 5 by 3 equal to 3 upon 5, and a minus sign is there. So this is the reciprocal of minus 5 by 3. Never write minus 5 by 3 equal to minus 3 by 5. They are not equal, it's wrong. What is it written here? Multiplicative inverse of minus 5 by 3 is or equal to minus 5 by 3. So the whole statement is there on the left hand side. This whole statement is equal to minus 3 by 5. One more question I am taking, that is 12th. So we have the number 3 1 by 3 into 1 1 by 2. So convert it into a improper fraction. 3 into 3, 9, 9 plus 1, 10 upon 3 into 2 plus 1, 3 upon 2. So we can cancel them. 3 1s are 3 1s are 2, 5. So 5 is the number, and we have to find multiplicative inverse of 5. So multiplicative inverse of 5 equal to 1 upon 5. So left hand side multiplicative inverse of 5, that is 1 upon 5. This is clear. Now we will start with distributive property. So now we will be starting with distributive property. Distributive property. Here it means the multiplication is distributive. Over there, that is multiplication of rational numbers is distributive over their addition or subtraction. So multiplication of rational numbers is distributive. We can distribute that multiplication over their addition or subtraction. We are distributing the multiplication over their addition subtraction. For example, I am taking simple numbers, simple rational number. For example, A into B plus C. So first we are multiplying we are adding B plus C, and then it is A is multiplied to the sum of B plus C. Now as we are saying, multiplication is distributive over their addition or subtraction. This multiplication is distributive. How will we distribute it? A into B, next A into C. So A into B plus A into C. So multiplication got distributed over addition. So A into, in bracket B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. So first A and B are multiplied, here A and C are multiplied. Now whatever result is there, they are added. Afterwards they are added. So here will be following, always remember, board mass. First to solve the bracket, next is off, then division, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. So here see, we have the multiplication and addition only. So first, if we go from this side first, multiplication will take place. So first we will be multiplying these two numbers. We will multiply these two. And now there is addition. So next addition will follow. So this result plus this result. Or in fraction, if we take A by B into C by D plus E by F. Here we can have subtraction as well, because multiplication of rational numbers is distributive over their addition or subtraction. So it will be now distribute it, A by B into C by D plus A by B into E upon F. This is how we are distributed multiplication over addition. it got distributed over addition. Now I'll be taking some example. So fifth question I'm taking, first B exercise, fifth, and in this fourth part. So the question given, we have to verify the distributive property. We have to verify the distributive property here, that is minus 3 upon 2 into minus 5 upon 7 plus minus 5 upon 2 equal to minus 3 upon 2 into minus 5 upon 7 plus minus 3 upon 2 into minus 5 upon 2. We have to verify this left hand side equal to right hand side. So first we will take the left hand side. Left hand side will be equal to minus 3 by 2 into minus 5 by 7 plus minus 5 by 2. So first in board mass we have remembered, board mass, first bracket is to be solved. So first we will be solving the bracket. So next step will be minus 3 by 2 into, now take the LCM, we are getting 14 as the LCM, 7 2s are 14 minus 10 plus 2 7s are 14, so minus 35. So minus 10 plus minus 35. So next step will be minus 3 upon 2 into minus 45 divided by 14. So minus minus they get cancelled. 3 into 45 135, 2 into 14 28. So left hand result we got, this is the first answer. So first answer is of left hand side. Now take the RHS. RHS is minus 3 by 2 into minus 5 upon 7 plus minus 3 upon 2 into minus 5 upon 2. So here if we go with the board mass, multiplication addition is there. So first we will multiply, then addition will be. So first we will be solving this and this. So minus minus it becomes plus, 3 5s are 15, 2 into 7 14 plus minus minus becomes plus, 3 into 5 15 divided by 4. Now we take the LCM, 14 and 4 28, 14 2s are 28, 15 2s are 30, 4 7s are 15, 7s are, it will be 105. Now add them, it will be 135 upon 28. This is our second answer, and we can say answer first is same as answer second, they are equal. So we can say since answer 1 equal to answer 2, LHS equal to RHS, therefore minus 3 by 2 into minus 5 upon 7 plus minus 5 upon 2, this is same as, this is equal to minus, this is, we have distributed the multiplication over addition, minus 3 upon 2 into minus 5 upon 7 plus minus 3 upon 2 into minus 5 upon 2. Hence distributive property is verified, or hence it is verified. Now I'll be taking sixth question. In sixth I'll be taking first one. So in sixth, what you have to do, we have to make use of the distributive property. We have to make use of the distributive property. So distributive property has to be used and to find the value of the given expression. So we are having sixth first, 3 upon 5, 3 by 5 into minus 20 upon 9 plus 3 upon 5 into minus 1 upon 3. This we have to solve using distributive property. So we can see these are the same rational number, so we can take it out as common. 3 by 5 into minus 20 upon 9 plus, so plus will be here, and minus 1 by 3. We can as well check 3 by 5 if we distribute them again. 3 by 5 into minus 20 upon 9. 3 by plus 3 by 5 into minus 1 upon 3. Now we have to solve first the bracket. So here the LCM will be 9. 9 will be LCM. Minus 20. 3 is a 9. Plus minus 3. 3 upon 5 into, it will be 23 minus 23 upon 9. So 3 get cancelled. 3 we have. The result is minus 23 upon 15. So we have used the distributive property to solve it. Now the fifth one I will be taking. Fifth, 2 by 3 into 9 upon 10 plus 2 upon 3 into minus 4 upon 10 minus 1 by 3. As it is mentioned in question that we have to make use of distributive property. So we have to apply distributive property here to solve it. So 2 by 3 is common, no common here. So first leave this part and we will make use of this part. So what will be common? 2 upon 3 we are taking common. In bracket it will remain 9 upon 10 plus minus 4 upon 10 minus 1 by 3 we write as such. Now next, here we have to solve using distributive property we applied. Here it remained as such. Now 2 by 3 into, solve the bracket, LCM 10 same, 9 plus minus 4 minus 1 by 3. 2 upon 3 into 9 plus minus 4, 5 upon 10 minus 1 by 3. So 2, it get cancelled. We will get 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3. We are getting 0 as the answer. We will be getting 0 as the answer. 2, it get cancelled. 5 get cancelled. 1. So 1 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3 equal to 0. Now 7th question, first one, minus 7 upon 17 plus 27 upon 35 equal to 27 upon 35 into what number here will be, since which property is being used here? The property used here is commutative property of multiplication. So multiplication is commutative. A into B equal to B into A. Next one, A into B into C. That is B into C first will be multiplying B into C and then it is multiplied with A. So here which property is being used? It is associative. So you can find the number. Next one, here again it's associative property. As well write the which property is being used here. So here which property is being used here? Multiplication over addition. So multiplication is distributed over addition. You can write here what terms will be here. Here as well distributive property is being used here. Here as well distributive property. Now discuss the reciprocal. The reciprocal of 2 by 3 is, we have to find the reciprocal of 2 by 3. We have discussed that if A by B is the number, its reciprocal will be B upon B, A, where A by B is a non-zero rational number. 2 by 3 is a non-zero rational number, so its reciprocal exists and we can find that reciprocal. Similarly 7 upon 8 raised to the power minus 1. So inverse of 7 upon 8 we have to find. Multiplicative inverse. In multiplicative inverse and reciprocal, they are same thing. So 7 by 8, it is a rational number and it is a non-zero rational number. So its multiplicative inverse exists. So 7 upon 8 raised to power minus 1, you can find the reciprocal. Now reciprocal minus 1 is, just find the reciprocal minus 1 is minus 1. Minus 2 is the reciprocal of minus 1 by 2. The product of non-zero rational number and its reciprocal is, product of non-zero rational number and its reciprocal is always multiplicative identity. That is, it will always be 1. Reciprocal of a positive rational number is positive. The reciprocal of a negative rational number is a negative rational number. Now dash is the only rational number whose reciprocal is not defined. This we have seen there is just one rational number, that is 0. We have been discussing that a rational number has to be non-zero for existence of its reciprocal or the multiplicative inverse. So 0 is the only rational number whose reciprocal is not defined. We cannot define its reciprocal. Now identify the false statement. We have to identify the false statements. First one, the product of two rational numbers is not necessarily a rational number. We have discussed the closure property. Whether it's addition or subtraction or multiplication of any two rational number, the result will always be a rational number. So first is false. Second, multiplication of rational numbers obeys the commutative property. Yes, it does. Addition obeys, multiplication obeys. Subtraction does not obey. Division we will see in next lecture. Now next, multiplication of rational number obeys the associative property. It does. We have seen that. Next one, 0 is the multiplicative identity for rational number. 0 is the multiplicative identity for rational number. No. 1 is the multiplicative identity for rational number. 0 is what? Additive identity. 0 is additive identity. So fourth is false. Fifth one, the product of rational number and its multiplicative inverse is 1. That we have seen. If a by b is a non-zero rational number, its reciprocal will be b by a. If you multiply them, a by b into b by a, we are getting 1. Now if a by b is a rational number, then b by a equal to a by b inverse. This is correct. A by b inverse is b by a. Numerator becomes denominator, denominator becomes numerator. The reciprocal of 5 upon minus 6 is minus 5.6. It is a false statement. Reciprocal of 5.6 is minus 6 upon 5. Or we can put minus sign either in the numerator or in the denominator. It doesn't matter. But the number will be reciprocal. So 5 by 6, 5 upon minus 6 is reciprocal will be minus 6 upon 5. 0 has no reciprocal. It is true. 0 is the only rational number whose reciprocal is not defined. So in next lecture we will start with division of rational number